Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to South Boston Speedway in South Boston, Virginia. I'm Aaron Johnson with the Johnson iRacing team, bringing you tonight's feature event. It is 40 fast laps in the iRacing Advanced Legends Cup. This is week number 4 in the third season in 2021 for the iRacing Advanced Legends Cup. Let's have a look at today's starting lineup. Starting 12th in car number 4, racing out of the West region, that's David Vecchiarelli. Vecchiarelli did not make the starting grid in time, so he will start the race from the infield. In the 11th spot, in car number 2, that's Robert Chubb, the Snap-on Tools car out of California. Starting 10th in car number 12, racing out of Asheville, North Carolina, that's the NOS Energy Drinks car of Charles Buchanan. Kaleb Gillock will start in the 9th spot. Gillock in the Hit Agency Legends car out of Rochester, Minnesota. Coming from Cincinnati, Ohio, starting 8th, it's going to be Anthony Kernan in the Driven Legends car. Starting 7th in car number 10, that's Caleb Stitzer in the Dan Levitard Show Legends car, Caleb racing out of Pennsylvania. Starting 6th in car number 6, the Wrangler Legends car of Josh Wood, Josh from Anderson, Indiana. Starting 5th in the Jana King Legends car, that's car number 5, Stephen Light, Stephen from Carolinas. Now, let's have a look at your top 5 starters. Starting 4th in car number 8, he's going to show up on your screen as car number 09, but in the telemetry on the bottom left-hand side of the screen, he'll be car number 8. That's Keith Fallin in the Captain Jack's Johnson iRacing team car, Fallin out of Georgia. Starting 3rd in car number 9, he's going to show up on your screen as the 00. That's Timothy Blake in the Puma Legends car from Australia, New Zealand. Starting 2nd in car number 3, that is Claude Marshall in the Killer Clown / Insane Clown Posse car. Claude out of the Mid-South, and on the pole in car number 1, that's Jason Randall from Canada. This is a very strong field. These drivers have combined for more than 770 asphalt oval wins in iRacing. The pace car leads the field. This is a good group. Jason Randall with a number of wins, although the biggest winner here seems to be Robert Chubb. Chubb with over 200 wins on his own. Pace car will be going in this time by. The lights are off. It'll be up to the 1 of Randall to set the pace. The pace car is in. Randall hammers the throttle. And it's going to be Jason Randall taking a quick early lead. Claude Marshall trying to find a way to get down and take that second spot. He does. He jumps just in front of the 00 of Blake with Keith Fallon in the 09 just to their outside. Out front, it is still Jason Randall with the lead. It's Randall, Marshall, Blake, Fallon. Those are your top 4. Stephen Light in 5th, Josh Wood in 6th. Robert Chubb currently being shown in 11th. Chubb, a real dark horse here, did not qualify well, but he's already jumped up to the 9th spot in the first lap. So Robert Chubb, the driver to be watched, as David Vecchiarelli has chosen to withdraw from the race. That will leave 11 cars on the speedway as Jason Randall leads the field down the front stretch. Randall in 1st, Marshall 2nd, Blake 3rd, Fallon 4th, Robert Chubb all the way up to 8th. That's Chubb down low on the inside. He was looking to the inside of the Wrangler car of Josh Wood. Out front, it is Randall, followed by Marshall. Fallon now up to 3rd, Timothy Blake 4th, Stephen Light 5th, Anthony Kerman 6th, Robert Chubb into the 7th spot. Chubb marching to the front very rapidly at South Boston. Jason Randall with the lead. Claude Marshall 2nd. You can see Keith Fallon in that black, red, and white car in 3rd, the 09, the 00 of Blake in 4th. Just behind them is Stephen Light, then Anthony Kernan. Robert Chubb still in the 7th spot. Chubb trying to find his way to the front. We are 5 laps into a 40-lap feature. We can see Robert Chubb just going by the 7 of Anthony Kernan. Let's hone in on Chubb as we've got a little action here. Robert Chubb trying to find his way past the 5 of Stephen Light. He looks to the inside of Blake, both Light and Chubb going past the 00 of Blake. That's going to move Light into the 4th spot and Chubb into 5th. So we've got a 3-car breakaway up front. Randall, Marshall, and Fallon trying to put some distance between themselves and the 5 of Stephen Light as Robert Chubb works on the 5. Robert Chubb with a very quick race car trying to find his way around the 5. We're going to stick right here with Robert Chubb and see what he can do with that 5 car of Stephen Light. Chubb looks to the inside, no dice, now back to the outside. Chubb falls back in line. Looks like he's got a good run coming off the corner here. Gets underneath the 5. It's going to be Robert Chubb at the line. Chubb has moved into the 4th spot. Let's go back up front with the 1 of Jason Randall. Randall leads. Marshall is second. Keith Fallin sits in the third spot in the 09. Then behind them, Robert Chubb. He's about 3 seconds back, but Chubb, with a very, very quick race car, is closing in very quickly on these leaders, as is Stephen Light. Light trying to keep up with Chubb, all of them closing in. There's the 10. That's the lap car of Caleb Stitzer, and there's an accident above them as Stitzer got together with someone else. And see who that was. Both of them up into the wall. Wasn't one of the leaders. As Jason Randall continues to lead, it's Randall, Marshall, Fallin, Chubb, and you can see Chubb coming. Robert Chubb has just moved into the field of view. Robert Chubb closing in on the 09 of Keith Fallin. Let's hop in with Chubb as Robert Chubb has closed in on the leaders just a bit. We can see Chubb closing. He's about 6.5 car lengths behind the 09 of Keith Fallin. Here comes Robert Chubb in that Snap-on Tools Legends car. Chubb with a very quick race car. We're going to ride along as Robert Chubb is closing in on the leaders. Keith Fallin starts to put some pressure on the 3 of Claude Marshall. We can see Fallin, maybe he's feeling a little bit of the heat from Robert Chubb closing in. Fallin trying to make a move on the 3 of Marshall. It's still Jason Randall with the lead. Here comes Robert Chubb. Stephen Light just behind them. Things are about to get interesting. We're 14 laps in to a 40-lap event, and things are just about to become interesting at South Boston. Robert Chubb has closed in on this group. We're focused on the 09 of Keith Fallin. Fallin in the third spot, just in front of Fallin. That's the 3 of Claude Marshall. And in front of them, it's the 1 of Jason Randall. Randall is your leader. Robert Chubb closing in, trying to find his way past the 09. Chubb started 11th, did not qualify well. You can see Robert Chubb just tagged the wall as he's trying to find a way around the 09. Chubb has caught the leaders. He's caught the lead pack, ran them down from the back of the field. 16 laps to go. Is Robert Chubb going to have enough race car left after working his way through the field to get by the leaders? Chubb looks to the outside, now looks back down to the inside. Fallin protecting the inside line. The fast groove here is on the bottom, and Chubb makes a move. He's got a wheel inside. Fallin going to give Robert Chubb plenty of room. Robert Chubb's going to go by and take the third spot. Let's hop in with Chubb. That'll relegate the 09 to the fourth spot. Chubb is currently in third. He's closing in on the 3 of Claude Marshall. Stephen Light just behind this group. Looks like Light may have used up his equipment trying to keep up with Robert Chubb. Chubb off of turn number 2 now, or 4, down the front straightaway, goes past the start finish line. Chubb closing into the 3 of Marshall. Robert Chubb coming out of turn number 2 onto the back straightaway. Marshall takes a quick look to the inside of the 1 of Stephen Light. No dice. Let's hop in with Marshall as we can see Robert Chubb trying to find his way around. Now taking the high side. Keith Fallin trying to close in and maintain contact with the leaders. It's Randall, Marshall, Chubb, Fallin, Light. Now we look like Chubb's got a wheel to the inside. He goes to the inside of Marshall, comes past Marshall, and it's going to be Robert Chubb hopping into the second spot. Robert Chubb now has only the leader in his way. We're at the halfway point, and Robert Chubb has gone from 11th to 2nd. Robert Chubb closing in on the 1 of Jason Randall. Randall's run a great race so far, and he's begun to pull away from the 3 of Claude Marshall. Looks like Jason Randall realizing he really needs to pick it up a little bit because Robert Chubb has been on the march. Chubb with a very, very quick race car closing in on the 1 of Jason Randall. It's Randall, Chubb, Marshall, Fallin, Light, then Anthony Kernan in 6th, Josh Wood 7th, Kaleb Gillock in the 8th spot, with Charles Buchanan in 9th. Those 9 cars still on the lead lap. Caleb Stitzer being shown in 10th, 3 laps down. Timothy Blake in 11th, 3 laps down. And David Beccarelli out of the race. Chubb has caught the leader, Randall. Robert Chubb trying to find his way past that 1 car. Chubb with the lead. Chubb in 2nd. Randall with the lead. Chubb working on the leader. He really drives hard down into the corner there. Gets to within about 2 feet of the back bumper of that 1 car. 16 laps to go. They come into turn number 1, now through the center of 1 and 2 onto the back straightaway. It is Jason Randall with the lead. Robert Chubb 2nd. Chubb about 2 car lengths off. Now closing in the middle of 3 and 4. Robert Chubb with an excellent race car pretty much from the center off in 3 and 4. He's able to just drive wherever he wants. In turn 3 and 4, he's right on the back bumper of the 1, looking to find a way around to the inside. Chubb goes up high. Half a car length back, now closes to within just a couple of feet as the 1 protecting that inside line. It is the quick way around. It gets a little sideways there, but that is the quick way around. Randall trying to hold off Robert Chubb. Chubb with a very good race car. 14 laps to go. Robert Chubb really the star of the show here. And it looks like Claude Marshall beginning to close in on these two. Robert Chubb needs to make a move. Looks to the inside. He's got a wheel underneath the one. Chubb in the middle of 1 and 2. Now comes off of turn number 2 onto the back straightaway. The one gets sideways, nearly crashes both cars. That's going to open the door for Claude Marshall. Marshall's going to go by, so it's going to be Chubb, Marshall, then Randall. We are down to 13 laps to go. And looks like Randall now is trying to make his way back past Claude Marshall. It's Randall to the inside, Marshall to the outside. Keith Fallin trying to close in on these two. Randall's going to go ahead and take that position. So on the Speedway, it is Robert Chubb in first. By the 1 of Randall, then the 3 of Claude Marshall just behind them in the 09. That is Keith Fallin. Fallin currently shown in the 4th spot. Next car on the Speedway is the 10 of Caleb Stitzer. Stitzer 3 laps down in 10th. Behind Stitzer, that's 5 of Stephen Light. Light currently shown in the 5th spot. Behind Light, on the Speedway, that's the 7 of Anthony Kernan in 6th. Then the 6 of Josh Wood, currently in the 7th spot. Then behind Wood, the 11 of Kaleb Gillock in 8th. Gillock in that JIRT car as well. Gillock currently shown in 8th. Then behind them, it's the 12 of Charles Buchanan. Buchanan, the last car on the lead lap. Behind Buchanan, we're back around to Robert Chubb. Chubb beginning to pull away from the 1 of Jason Randall. Randall pulling away from Marshall, and Marshall extending the gap over Keith Fallin. Exciting race early, 8 laps to go. Robert Chubb started 11th, worked his way to the front, caught that front pack of Randall, Marshall, and Fallin, worked his way around those 3, and now leads the race with 7 laps to go. Robert Chubb with the lead, Randall second. Chubb in that Snap-on Tools Legends car. Outstanding Legends racer, Robert Chubb. Very quick, especially here at Lanier National Speedway. Chubb down the down the front straightaway now. 6 laps to go. Robert Chubb with the lead. Randall second, Marshall third, Fallin fourth, Stephen Light fifth, with Wood, Kernan, Gillick, and Buchanan rounding out the lead lap cars. 9 cars remain on the lead lap at South Boston. There are 5 to go. Randall doggedly pursuing Robert Chubb, doing everything he can to try to close that gap. Chubb having none of it. Robert Chubb maintains about a 6-car length lead over the 1 of Jason Randall. 4 laps to go this time by. It's Chubb with the lead. Randall second. Looks like Randall might have closed just a bit that last lap as Robert Chubb holds on to the lead. Randall looks like he definitely is closing. So Jason Randall trying to close back in on the 2 of Robert Chubb. 3 laps to go this time by. Will Randall have enough time to make a race of it? I don't think so, but anything can happen. One little mistake by Robert Chubb, and that will bring Randall right to his back bumper. Out of turn number 4, onto the front straightaway. It's Robert Chubb, 2 to go this time by. Chubb with the lead, Randall second, Marshall third, Fallin fourth, and Stephen Light in the 5th spot as Chubb runs down the back straightaway now into turn number 3. You can see just a very slight narrowing of the lead, but it's not nearly enough. Robert Chubb will take the white flag this time by. 1 to go. Chubb into turn number 1, now through the center of 1 and 2 onto the back straightaway for the final time, making that transition down the back straightaway now into turn number 3. Chubb's going to come off at turn number 4 onto the front straightaway. He's going to take the checkered flag. It'll be a big win for Robert Chubb as there's a crash. That was the NOS Energy Drinks car. That was the 12 of Buchanan, looked like, that had the crash there. But Chubb with the win. Randall second. Claude Marshall will be third. Keith Fallin winds up fourth. And Stephen Light rounds out the top 5. Behind Light, it was Josh Wood in the 6th spot with Anthony Kernan 7th. Kaleb Gillock in the 8th spot. Those 8 cars finish on the lead lap. In 9th, 1 lap down, it was Charles Buchanan with Caleb Stitzer coming home 10th. Then Timothy Blake 11th and David Vecchiarelli rounding out the field. An excellent race from South Boston Speedway. Robert Chubb comes from the 11th starting spot, works his way through the field, and takes the win. That'll do it from South Boston. For the Johnson iRacing team on the Johnson iRacing Network, this is Aaron Johnson saying, go fast, turn left, have fun.